This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, the 4th of December. I'm Michael Groff. It's more of the same around here. Temperatures remaining above average, dry conditions. That'll hold through the rest of the week. We do see indications of a downtrend in temperatures this weekend and moving into next week. How low will they go? And do we have any sign of a bigger pattern change to occur out here across the western half of the United States or in general? We'll get to that. Plus everything else going on as well as we dive on in. First, here's that almanac from yesterday. A record breaker. 83 degrees the afternoon high. 55 was the morning low. 69 and 47 are the averages for this time of year. That previous record of 81 degrees set all the way back in 1940. Right, as we take a look outside right now at 11:20 a.m., we've got sunny sky out there, 68 degrees at Sky Harbor, 21 is that dew point, so yeah, it's dry, relative humidity 17%, light wind, barometer steady. Temperatures around the area right now, I doubt it's 37 at Fort McDowell, but otherwise we are mainly in the 60s to about 70 around the metro, and these temperatures will go up several more degrees before we're done for the day, generally in the mid to upper 70s for most of us. Satellite picture, yep, it's just day after day. You look at this, and it does not change much. Clear sky, severe clear here across Arizona. High pressure remains in control. Any clouds? Well, you'll have to go all the way east into Texas or west, well off the California coast to find any of those, because we are just under high pressure, and that's going to keep us mostly clear and dry for the next several days. The watch warning map, again, really not a lot changing here. You've got those air stagnation advisories and a few freezing fog advisories again over parts of eastern Oregon and Idaho. We do have winter weather advisories over the northern plain states extending eastward from there. A snow squall warning right now for the Twin Cities. Very heavy snow as moving through there in this little band, and some gusty winds with that. So that's some exciting weather, but for us, nothing to concern ourselves with here. The convective outlook for today, no organized severe weather, but thunder possible from East Texas through much of Louisiana, parts of Mississippi. And the precipitation outlook valid through Wednesday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing statewide. Yeah, it might spit some rain down there, parts of southeast Arizona, barely enough to measure. Any significant precipitation will be well east of Arizona because, again, the main storm track looks to stay to the north and east of us. We'll talk about what's going on with this weather pattern in more detail. To do that, we explore the models. Here we go. This is the GFS. It's the 12Z run. It's valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Hey, guess what? Trough in the east, ridge in the west. Little upper low pinned underneath it. I know. Real big change, right? That's exactly what we've been seeing for the last 3 weeks, and it will continue. Now, of course, we'll see that snow over the northern plain states, the Great Lakes, the Northeast, the cool air for much of the eastern half of the country. For us, though, high pressure. That means heights above average. That means down at the surface with plenty of clear sky and dry air. Temperatures above average today. Highs this afternoon, mid to upper 70s. Maybe the warmest desert spots touch 80 degrees once again. Yeah, how about it? In December. Tonight, clear sky. Now, again, with that dry air, we'll drop into the mid-40s in the cool spots, low to mid-50s for the urban core. And tomorrow, it's the same deal pretty much. Mid to upper 70s. Sky, sunny, air, dry. Friday, same story. Now, as we move into the weekend, on the front side of this ridge, we'll see a couple of short waves dropping on down. And what those should serve to do is lower the heights around here a little bit. So high temperatures on Saturday and Sunday drop into the low and middle 70s. So a few degrees cooler. Overnight lows will drop a few degrees as well. But overall, no big changes in the weather pattern. And then moving into next week, again, we'll see a continuation of this ridge weakening slightly, retrograding slightly back to the north and west. And again, these short waves kind of move on through. But this far south, given the overland trajectory and positive tilt of these waves, the tail end of them will move across Arizona. We're not going to see any moisture or significant dynamics. The only thing that's going to do is give us some breezy weather at times and lower temperatures a bit more. I'd say upper 60s to near 70 on Monday. And then by Tuesday, highs low to mid 60s. So we'll be back around where we ought to be here in the month of December if this all verifies by the time we get to next week. Some of our guidance keeps us a little bit warmer than that, but the overall idea here is temperatures trending back towards seasonal averages. And overnight lows this time, again, with very dry air continuing, we'll probably see 30s on a pretty widespread basis for most of the valley, low 40s for the urban core on Tuesday morning. Should be pretty chilly. All right, let's move it out to a week from today. Fighting the allergies today, in case you can't tell. I love this time of the year, but it is the one thing that will always get me is the allergies. Boy, oh boy. This is Wednesday, the 11th of December. And again, we see another trough moving through the southern plains and toward the southeast U.S., ridge well off the west coast, and kind of still nosing in here. Another little low kind of cutting underneath it, so it's more the same, more or less. High temperatures will be down slightly, though. Going out 10 days, here comes Friday the 13th. And how about this? A little bit of a pattern change is shown here on the GFS. Now we've got a ridge in the east and a trough digging in here across the west, heading our way. This one looks a little deeper. If this verifies, maybe way out there toward the middle of the month, maybe around the 14th, 15th or so, we might see some precipitation around here and quite a bit cooler weather. The highs would be heading down if this is correct. Not by Friday, but maybe by that Saturday or Sunday, the 14th or 15th. But I'm going to emphasize this to you as I always do when we're out here. We're out here 10 days. I mean, that's pretty much toward fantasy land. Things are likely to change between now and then. Looking at rainfall for Phoenix off the GFS ensemble. Well, you know the story by now. Not much. And same thing for the European ensemble. Not much. We're going to stay dry, it looks like, for the next couple of weeks. This is all the way out through the 18th of the month. Temperatures off the national blended models. Yeah, we'll trend it down here as we go toward the weekend and next week. Not quite as low as what we were looking at on the NBM yesterday, but I think there's a bit more variability in the temperatures out here. Highs maybe as low as the mid 60s, maybe as high as around 70. And those overnight lows should be much cooler too. 40s in the mid-city, 30s for the rest of us. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Mercifully for my voice. My next video is back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, then click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube. Make those monetary contributions to us. Or you can donate directly via PayPal. groffshow@gmail.com is that PayPal address. It's groffshow@gmail.com for PayPal. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona, talking about my Michelle. Check her out. Check out her blogs, videos, everything Michelle related and, kind of tangentially Adriana related, linked up down in the description. And yeah, give that a look, give that a listen. And you can even provide feedback here if you'd like, or, send it over to Michelle. Also, Michelle and Mike related, our media empire here. You've got our streaming station available 24/7, 365. You know what it is. It's KMGX, playing a ton of music. We have a lot of fun there. You can listen via a number of avenues, all linked up in the description, or you can just go to KMGX.com and listen there. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening, putting up with me this morning, and also for watching. Well, watching, listening, whatever it is, however you consume this particular product. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and be safe out there. Have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? Wednesday!